Namaskar and welcome back to another episode of Unlocking Stars with Abhishek, a series on Brihat Parashar Hora Shastra. Brihat Parashar Hora Shastra is one of the finest scriptures available on Vedic astrology. We have been doing in the previous episode yogas related with combinations for wealth. So, in continuation with that, today we will be doing the last verses, that is, verse number 28 to 34 of this chapter, chapter 42, Combinations for Wealth. So, to explain these verses, now we invite our astro expert, Abhishek. Welcome, Abhishek. He will be telling us more about these verses and how these verses are related with wealth.
Thank you very much once again. It's a great pride and pleasure to do commentary on these mystical and divine verses. It's a real blessings on mankind flowing from the great soul, the great sage, Maharishi Parashar to Maitre and spreading across to all the Vagyas, to all human being. We are in the last leg of this great chapter, Vishesh Dhan Vishesh Dhan dedicated to the celestial combinations related to wealth, how to find wealth in the chart or any particular native. Mahaguru Maharishi Parashar is giving a broad definition of the wealth. A broad definition of the wealth means he is not talking about only Dhan Lakshmi. He is talking about all kinds of wealth. The basic definition of the wealth in our parampara is considered like a vital energy, consort of Lord Vishnu, the Adi Lakshmi, and she is manifesting herself in different forms, and in every form she is wealth, she is Lakshmi. So we need to understand the process of manifestation and how she is transforming from one form to other form, but still sees the Adi Lakshmi. It's just like a vital energy. We know the principle of conversion of energy. So you cannot destroy or you cannot create energy just transforming, changing from one form to another form. The same thing is happening. These all basic ideas, modern science, so-called modern science, all already integrated in our Shastras. So today Mahaguru Maharishi Parashar is going to talk about higher level of wealth. Not only he is talking about the Dhan Lakshmi. Dhan Lakshmi is the byproduct of that Adi Lakshmi that will come automatically. Let's immerse in Mahaguru Parashar, Mahakathan, the wisdom, after paying our humble and respectful prayer in the lotus feet of Sri Mahadev, Jagat Guru, Adi Guru, Guru of the Guru. Let's come. Evam Aradhe Gauri Sam Devam Mrityunjayeshwaram Mriti Sanjeevanam Nam Kavacham Prajapet Sada Sarat Sar Param Punyam Guhyad Guhitaram Subham Mahadevasya Kavacham Mrit Sanjeevanam Dikam. Jai Gurudev, Har Har Mahadev, Har Har Mahadev, Har Har Mahadev. After paying our humble and respectful prayer in the lotus feet of Sri Mahadev, Paramashiva, now we are ready to enter in the last leg of this great chapter, the verses starting from the 28 to 34. Brihat Parashar Hora Shastra, authored by Mahaguru Maharishi Parashar. He is a great sage. He is the great sage, no doubt about it. We got 18 Puranas, and Vishnu Mahapuran is one of the prominent Puranas, one of the main Puranas. And Maharshi Parasar revealed that one. Brihat Parasara Hora Shastra is attached there as a guideline, as a blessings for people of this era. They need extra care. They need to understand the blind spots, how to drive their life. And Mahaguru Maharshi Parasar is one of the Pravartakas. So Mahavishnu in the Vishnu Puran is considered as a highest authority. Highest authority, the equivalent to Paramashiva. If we draw parallels between this Shastra to Saivite Shastras. So he is the highest authority, and her consort, Mahalakshmi, she is, you cannot separate her from Mahavishnu. So all the process of sthiti, lay and vilay, the process of creation, manifestation and dissolution performed by these two entities only. Now Mahaguru Maharshi Parasar is going to reveal why he is going to consider Kendra Asthana as a Vishnu Asthan and the Trikon Asthana as a Lakshmi Asthan, and what will happen if the association will, if any type of association, if any type of sambandh being made, then Mahaguru will come up and explain further the effects. The stature of Mahaguru Maharshi Parasar is unquestionable. Our Shastra is coming like that. It's a firm belief. It's a Vedanga, sixth Vedanga, revealed by Surya. Here, our rishis are playing with the iconography. So a lot of representations are here. So when you go to that parampara, it's come like Surya, starting from the Surya and come up to the Parasar. And that Parasar is speaking here. So what classical Parasari principle he is revealing, that's unquestionable. But I believe astrology is a science and art both, and it's more applied. So we should go and apply these classical verses, and then we have to do research by oneself. And that is also expectation of Mahaguru Maharshi Parasar, because all the time he is encouraging Maitre to go and do the research. Let's emerge in the verse. Parasar uvacha Vishnu asthanam cha kendram syal lakshmi asthanam tri gonakam tadisayo cha sambandhadraj Rajyogaha Purodhitaha. Now he is saying, he is labeling Kendrasthan 1417, the Kendrasthan as a Vishnu Asthan. Here, diagrammatically, these 1, 4, 7, and 10 Kendrasthan, and then 1, 5, and 9 Vishnu Asthan. So he is saying Kendra Sthan is a Vishnu Sthan, and Trikona Sthan is a Lakshmi Sthan. If there is a sambandh between the Vishnu Sthan and the Kendra Sthan, then that is a Raj Yoga. So that is a Raj Yoga. This chapter is dedicated to the Vishesh Dhanadhyaya, Dhan Yog. Chapter is for Dhan Yog, but Maharishi is revealing Raj Yoga here. Because Mahaguru is going to the higher harmonics level. He is explaining Maitreya, what do you understand about the Dhan? Dhan is not merely the currency, the Dhan, he is giving the other manifestation of the dharmas, Dhan, and this Raj Yoga, this is a very powerful Raj Yoga. If this Raj Yoga is happening, Dhan will automatically come. And this chapter is for Dhan. So this verse is very appropriate here. Now, what type of sambandhas we can have? Because Mahaguru Maharishi Parashara is only talking about the sambandhas. So the Kendra Lord and Trikona Lord. The first type of sambandh can be there is an exchange. There is an exchange between Kendra Lord and Trikona Lord. The second type of sambandh can be mutual aspect of Kendra Lord and Trikona Lord. And the third type of sambandh can be the conjunction. Kendra Lord and Trikona Lords are conjunct. There can be fourth type of sambandh also. Kendra Lord and Trikona Lord can be mutual Kendras. And fifth type of sambandh can also Kendra Lord and Trikona Lord are mutual Trikonas. Some of the acharyas believe, because this science is always asking for research, some acharyas got reflection. If Kendra Lord and Trikona Lord of Rasi chart having the same relationship, having some relationship of exchange or PSC in Navansa also, or mutually in the Kendra and Trikona in Navansa also, that should be also considered as sambandh. But personally, I believe that is very negligible. The top three, sambandh by exchange, or sambandh by conjunction, or sambandh by aspect, that is more prominent. Even more prominent than other two, mutual, when two lords are mutual Kendra or mutual Trikona. So that is the revelation of Mahaguru Maharishi Parashara. Vishnu Asthan and Lakshmi Asthan. It's a very powerful Raj Yoga, Kendra Trikona Raj Yoga, very popular Raj Yoga, very common when even a beginner in this Shastra try to find out Raj Yoga, then applying this verse only, this verse 28. Let's come and emerge in next verses, because expectation of Mahaguru Maharishi Parashara for any Devagyas, for any serious seeker of this Shastra, go in detail, go in deep, go in higher harmonics level, then only you can understand the manifestation. The whole astrology is the study of time only, nothing else. And time, the Kal, the study of Kal is the Kal is the only subject in astrology. And through the understanding of the time, we can understand the Kal Chakra, and then only we can understand the manifestation. So for that, we have to go to the higher harmonics level. Even all the modern scientists, theoretical physicists, or whosoever interested in the cosmology or cosmogony, always try to understand the manifestation, always try to understand the time. We got a books from Stephen William Hawkins also, like A Brief History of Time, the more focus on time. So Mahaguru Maharishi Parashara already provided seeds here. if we do meditation and contemplation on these verses, we can understand the Kal Chakra. That's why Maharshi Parashar driving Maitreya to go to the higher harmonics level, go at a divisional chart level. So now, from the verse number 29 to onwards, Mahaguru Maharshi Parashar taking Maitreya to the higher harmonics level up to the divisional charts, when Kendra Lord and Trikona Lord got different status. We know in Dasvarga's system, Mahaguru Maharshi Parashar picked that one. If repetition is happening 2 times, then status will be Parijat. So Mahaguru is going to explain the effect. What will happen if the status of this Lord, Kendra Lord and Trikona Lord is Parijat, or Uttam if 3 time repetition, or Gopur. So in this manner he is going. And one of the humble advice, or you can say the directive Mahaguru Maharshi Parashar already put forwarded, the Desh Kal Patra consideration. He is giving the effect, but we have to apply this effect in line with the Desh Kal Patra of the native. The horoscope belongs to the Rogi, Bhogi or Yogi. That is important. So let's come. Let's come and emerge in the verse. Scheme is Dasvarga system. Now Mahaguru is applying on Kendra Lord and Trikona Lord. Parijate sthitau tau chena nripo lokanurakshakah uttame cha uttamo bhupo gajvaji ratha adimana. So this was Parijat and Uttam he picked up. Parijat 2 times repetition and Uttam 3 times repetition. So he is saying if Parija, then Nati will be a king, Nrip. And Nati will be a king who protect his men, Loka Anurakshak. When you apply this one to the Nati, then a characteristics, attribute you can see in the native, he is protecting his subordinates. If he is managing someone, he is protecting, he is caring also. He can speak loudly to his subordinate, but no one other person cannot do anything. He is protecting. So he is that type of king. And Uttam, then he is a king of the high status who got a Gaj, Baji, Rath, Adi. So here, like he got an elephant or horse or Rath vehicle. So in the modern time, he might be blessed with the luxuries of the different kinds of vehicles, other modern luxuries. So we have to correlate in that manner. That is expectation of Mahaguru Maharshi Parashar, which is already he has directed us. So we will not go like that. Line by line, we cannot implement these verses. We have to apply, use our brain. That I'm always telling, predictive intelligence. If you see the Uttam, don't look for elephant or horse. So we have to apply these verses in that manner. Now, further Mahaguru is moving. Gopur. If the status is Gopur, 4 times repetition, or Singhasan, 5 times repetition. Let's come. Gopure nripsar dulaha pujitang ghrinanya nripair bhave Singhasane chakravartir sarva bhumi prapalakah. Now Gopur, the status, the kingly status is increasing. Now he is a king like a tiger. He is a king, courageous king. He is a courageous king. Other king will worship him. Other king will respect him. Other king will honor him. He is at that level of king. So his status is increasing. Now Singhasan, 5 times repetition. Then Mahaguru is explaining Chakravarti. So Chakravarti is Samrat. Chakravarti means he is ruling here, Sarva Bhumi Prapalakaha. So he is ruling entire earth. The status, the big king, very big king. He's giving some examples in next verse. Some examples explaining. Asmin yoge Harishchandro Manuschayvos Uttamastatha Bali Vaisvanaro Jatasya Tatha Yachakravartina. Now he is giving some example like Harishchandra, Raja Harishchandra, great Raja Harishchandra. We got stories. He belongs to the Ikshvaku Vans itself. And then Ikshvaku Vans, a lot of big kings in Ikshvaku Vans. Big kings, Raja Dilip or Raj or Nahu or Raghu or Ram, Raja Dilip. So he is giving example of Harishchandra. Harishchandra is very interesting example here because when you try to understand the inception of this great Shastra, then you can understand the importance of Maharshi Vishwamitra also, along with the Maharshi Vasishtha. And then the story of Harishchandra will come up there also. The Trisanku story will come up. We did that one in the very beginning, in the very first episode. Raja Manu and Bali, the character in Ramayana. Bali was so strong, he defeated Ravan so many times. He defeated Sahasrabahu so many times. Even Ram, Lord Ram, did not have, I should not use that word, but did not have capacity in that incarnation to confront face to face that Bali. And he is giving example of the fire god, Agni. So these are the, so that level of Chakravarti Samrat, if Singhasan is happening, that level of Chakravarti Samrat. Now Mahaguru is coming up. That's very tricky verse that will tell about the chronology of this great divine science also, divine Shastra also. Because the Parashari age is questionable, debatable. Lots of people are coming up and they are thinking, might be Parashara is not very old. Just before Barah Mihir period or Bhattotpal, this line is going on, Mantreswar and the other great acharyas. But here this verse 32 is eye-opener. Mahaguru is saying, Vartman yuge jatas tatha Raja Yudhishthiraha Bhavita Salivahanastadaiva Duj Uttamam. He is saying, Hey Duj Uttam, in this present time, Vartman Yug, this type of Chakravarti Raja is Raja Yudhishthir, son of Pandu, Mahabharat era. It means Mahaguru Maharshi Parashar is living in that era. This verse is saying. And when he used this one, the Salivahana dynasty, then he using the verb Bhavita, that is the future tense. So he is predicting. So now Mahaguru Maharshi Parashar is predicting. This is his prediction. So in the Vartman Yug, Yudhishthir is the Raja, Chakravarti Raja, and in the future, Salivahana dynasty, those kings are having this status, and that happened. So Mahaguru Maharshi Parasar is a very old sage. It means he is a sage of Mahabharata era, the beginning of the Kali Yuga and the ending of the Dwapar. He is the father of Ved Vyas. We know the we know the what was the role of Ved Vyas in Mahabharata. So that's fully justified. Mahaguru Maharshi Parasar, our Mahaguru Maharshi Parasar, is a sage. He was a great sage of that Vartamana Yuga when Raja Yudhishthira was there. And that was the last Maharshi. That was the last Pravartak. When you go, if I can recall, that one, the Pravartak Kram, the our Pravartak Kram, it is coming like that. Suryaha Pitamaho Vyaso Basisto Trai Parasaraha. So he is there. And then these all are the Pravartak. Kasyapo Narado Gargo Marichir Munirang Angiraha. Muni Angira, he is a Durvasa Rishi. They are all Pravartak. And then Lomasa Paulis Chaiva Chavano Yavano Manuha Sonako Astasta Chaiva Jyoti Sastra Pravartakaha. So these are the 18 Pravartakas. So we are talking about that great Parasar. So the new neo this discussion debate is going on about the timing of the Parasar. Mahaguru Maharshi Parasar already gave us clue in this verse 32. That's why I'm stressing on this verse, because that verse is most important for ascertaining the timing of the Parasar Kal, and most neglected also by the neo so-called astroscientists. Let's emerge in the first verse. That whole discussion is for the Singhasan status one. Now he is going further. He proved that one. If Singhasan, what is the meaning of the Singhasan? The Chakrabarti. What is the meaning of the Chakrabarti? So there is no sansay, no doubt in Maitreya's mind now. What status he will give. Now, Paravantan Sakeya Peyam Jata Manavadasyas Vishno Sarve Avatarascha Jayante Devalokake. And then further, the last verse, Brahmaloke tu Brahma Brahmadya Jayante Visvapalakaha Airavatanske Jataha Urvuswam Manuha. So two verses. Through these two verses, he just completed the Dasvargaj scheme. So if Paravat, that is Parvata, Parvata, that status is happening if repetition is 6 times. If repetition is 6 times, that status will happen. Then there is a possibility native is like a Manu, the great Manu. The greatness of Manu, you can understand. The Manu Smriti is the code of conduct for us. That is the first law. That is our Sambidhan. So that level of, and everybody, whole mankind is supposed to follow that one. All the scheme of the Varnashram and everything, code and conducts, everything is coming. That is the penal code system. That Manu he is saying. And the incarnation of Lord Vishnu happens. When incarnation of Lord Vishnu happens, Mahaguru is giving clue, the Devalok, if the status is Devalok, then the native is just like an incarnation of Lord Vishnu. It's not just like even Lord Vishnu incarnated. He is saying. that level of blessing is coming in. That level of blessing is coming in. And further, the next level is Brahma Lok. If this is the Brahma Lok, then it's a Brahma, it's a Visvapalak, it's a Brahma. That stature. The last one, the final one, is the Airavat. So Airavat is a Swambhu Manu. Swambhu Manu, and simply that Manu we have just discussed, the Paravant, that Manu, and here Airavat is a Swambhu Manu. Swambhu Manu is a highest level after Brahma. He is the creator. He can create it. He can create. He is just like a creator. After Brahma, he is a creator, Swambhu Manu. That is the status. So that is the revelation of Mahaguru Maharshi Parasar. And in the modern time, as a carrier, as a torch bearer of these Shastras, the modern Devagyas are expected to apply this classical Parasari principle in line with the modern context. If he is saying Swambhu Manu, if he is saying Manu, then we should apply, we should use our predictive intelligence in the modern context. That is by default. By default, that should be understood. So this is end of the great chapter, the celestial combinations, 34 celestial combination Mahaguru Maharshi Parasar blessed on us through this chapter. And in the next chapter, he will go and check about the Daridra Yoga. So Daridra Yoga Adhyay he will talk. So that's from me. And now I'm open for discussion. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Abhishek. So it's very interesting to know that wealth doesn't comprise just of money, but there are several aspects added to it, and it manifests itself in various forms, like you mentioned. So, with this reference, my question is related to when we were talking about the angular lord and the trinal lords forming a relationship, and if they are repeating several times in the divisional charts, then it is considered very good, and accordingly, different results could be there. So, suppose if one of the Lord is repeating, say, twice, the other is repeating, say, three times, then how we work out the final judgment or the final solution for it?
First
What
of
will be
all, First of all, this is a Hora skand of this great divine science. So every chart is unique, every native is unique because the conditions, their skull path is different. So if the repetition is 2 times for one lot and 3 times for second lot, so Parijat and Gopur, then in that case, we will apply the principle of superposition. So principle of superposition, we will do the first case and second case, and then we will combine, superimpose, and then the resultant will be the Falades in that case. Or as far as manifestation, the dhanas, so every day we are seeing that one, but we are not observing, we are not aware. Through wealth, through money, we are going and buying some stuff, buying some comfort. So through money, you go to the market and buy some sofa, and now you converted that money to the sofa, to other form of the wealth, comfort. So this manifestation is happening every day. But we need to understand that is a very macro example. At microscopic level, it is happening. So that's why if you understand at the microscopic level, then you can understand the macroscopic level, the manifestation. That's why I'm very much interested the scientific background of the manifestation, which is working behind, uh, especially the quantum physics and the astrophysics, how they are helping to understand the manifestation.
Okay, friends, that's all for today. So if you have any questions, feedback, and suggestions, you can write to us in the comment section. So thanks for listening to us. Thank you, Abhishek.
Thank you. Jai Gurudev.